since I'm a reindeer herder. I've seen the climate changes for quite some while now. My grandma, she spoke of one disaster year when the reindeer couldn't find grains underneath icy snow in 1936. That was the year. Nowadays we have every second year is a catastrophe year for the reindeer. Can't find any food underneath those thick layers of ice, which caused by rainy winters. It's not supposed to rain in the Arctic in December, but it does. Now's the time when the world leaders have to listen to what we have to say, because we are the solutions. We know how to deal with it. We know how to make natural resources last forever. All our philosophy is, based on that. If you put that philosophy into whatever you're dealing with, it's a totally different world. To think that not empty at all. Make sure that it lasts for next generation.
This is not just an environmental issue, this is a human rights issue. I mean, this is what is at stake here is the continuation of the human species. The science is in, we have all of this information, and for us not to reach a legally binding agreement is really signing off on the fate. It's saying that we're just going to live really well right now for today, and we're not going to think about our moral and ethical obligations to future generations.
Climate change is happening now, and we cannot wait 1 year, 5 years, 10 years until the future, because climate change is affecting Shishmaref right now, today. I mean, within the next 20, 25 years, Shishmaref will be underwater due to climate change. We're the ones that's actually being affected by climate change, that we're the ones that need the help most, the Arctic. We need our voices to be heard now here at COP, because Shishmaref doesn't have a lot of time left.
As a reindeer herder, the snow is very important for us, and the last years the weather has been changed a lot, and we almost have not so much snow anymore. And if the snow disappears, then will our way of living disappear? We will disappear. I think it will destroy us.
We're at a point where we do need to be a part of the solutions, and we need to be making that transition and really being a part of that dialogue of sitting down and saying, hey, let's let the ingenuity flow, let's let the innovation flow. We are ushering in a new time, and there's a lot of hope there, there's a lot of faith there, there's a lot of peace and reconciliation for what has the injustices really that have been done to people of color in the name of colonization, in the name of capitalism. Here's our opportunity to meet on the same playing field, to meet at that same ground, to acknowledge our connection to one another and Mother Earth, and decide that we are going to make this world livable for the future generations, for our children and our children's children.
For us to survive, our land has to be intact. Our environment has to be intact. And nowadays, we can't even predict the weather anymore. And you need to be able to predict the weather, because it is a matter of survival. When I talk about subsistence, I'm not just talking about food security. I'm talking about our culture, our spirituality, the very social fabric of our communities, our history, our economy. Everything we are as Indigenous peoples is totally interrelated with the land. But that's what we're talking about, is a whole way of life that's at threat. We need a moratorium on any new fossil fuel development, and we need to work towards a full phase out of our dependence on fossil fuels as humanity, and implement a just transition to clean energy that is sustainable, which actually honors our ways of life and the environment and natural law. That's what we need, and we can do it. We can have a just transition that would provide jobs and a shift towards a clean, sustainable energy economy.